While growing up, I was never taught about the soul or how important it is. I was told about rules, traditions, and behaviors. I was told how to act, what to believe, and who to become. But no one ever sat me down and said, your soul is the real you. It's your truth, your compass, your connection to something greater. So I grew up feeling a gap inside of me, a void I couldn't explain. I followed what I was told. I went to church, I prayed, I tried to be good. But the ache for deeper meaning never left me. I didn't want empty religion, I wanted connection. I didn't want answers that told me to be silent. I wanted guidance that helped me hear my own inner voice. In 2011, I walked out of the church. Not because I was angry at God, but because I felt invisible. I kept asking, why am I here? What is my purpose? But no one could give me an answer that satisfied my soul. I was dismissed, overlooked, or just told to have faith. I began searching for myself, not in rebellion, but in desperation. I wanted to understand who I truly was beneath the expectation of others. That search led me to something deeper, my soul. The soul I was never taught about growing up. I discovered that the soul is not a religious concept. It is a living truth inside each of us. It holds our deepest desires, our true calling, and the quiet whisper of our Creator. It's not bound by doctrines or man-made systems. It's pure, it's eternal, and it's always guiding us back home, to truth, to love, to purpose. Now I live differently. I listen within. I ask my soul what it needs. I let it speak, write, cry, and rise. In doing so, I found what I was looking for all along: clarity, connection, and peace. Why you should make the effort to understand your soul's journey and the stages of your spiritual growth, because your soul carries the truth of who you are, beyond your wounds, your fears, your name, your title, your past, or your story, because to live without knowing your soul's journey is to walk through life asleep, reacting to what happens instead of responding with intention and divine alignment. Because healing doesn't happen by accident, it happens by awareness, and awareness is the fruit of understanding. Reasons why it matters. 1. You are not your trauma, your circumstances, or your conditioning. Understanding your soul's journey helps you remember your divine origin and eternal identity. Colossians 3:3. For you died, and your life is now hidden with Christ in God. 2. You stop repeating cycles that keep you stuck. When you don't understand the spiritual lessons of your life, you repeat them. Awareness gives you the power to break soul patterns and walk in newness of life. Ephesians 4:22-23. You were taught to be made new in the attitude of your minds. 3. To heal and transform your inner world. Spiritual growth is not about pretending to be perfect. It's about courageously facing your pain with truth and grace. When you understand the stage you are in, you stop resisting it. You partner with it. Psalm 51:10. Create in me a pure heart, O God. Renew a steadfast spirit within me. 4. To align your life with divine purpose. Your soul has an assignment. You can't fulfill it if you are out of alignment. Knowing your soul's stage helps you to listen to the timing of your calling and the direction of your gifts. Psalm 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. 5. To make peace with the past and be present in the now. When you understand your spiritual development, you stop judging where you've been. You see each chapter as holy. You become more compassionate toward yourself. Romans 8:1. There is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. 6. To grow in wisdom and emotional maturity. You stop being reactive and start being reflective. You learn the difference between soul alignment and ego control. You become spiritually discerning and emotionally grounded. Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. 7. To become a safe and healing presence for others. Your growth isn't just for you. When you understand your own journey, you stop projecting your pain onto others. You become a light, a guide, a safe space, because you've walked the path yourself. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. You don't grow spiritually by striving. You grow by surrendering. But to surrender, you must know what season you are in. Understanding your soul's journey helps you stop rushing, comparing and doubting, and start trusting, healing, and blooming in divine timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. In your soul's journey, there are 7 stages of spiritual development. At the first stage, you begin to sense there is more to life than survival, religion, or what you've been told. Something stays deep within you, a sacred longing, a spiritual homesickness. This is the soul whispering, "Come home, come home." At the second stage, you begin to question everything, your beliefs, your identity, your patterns, your pain. This stage can feel like losing your foundation, but it is part of the sacred move. Truth begins where illusions ends. At the third stage, here you meet your wounds, your traumas, and limiting patterns with love and awareness. You no longer hide from your pain. You ride through it, you speak to it, heal it. This is deep soul work. At the fourth stage, you learn to release control and trust divine timing. Life is no longer something you fight, it's something you flow with it. You surrender identities, attachments, and false timelines. You soften and rise. At the fifth stage, you begin to remember who you are, why you came. Your gifts rise, your voice returns, your soul writing becomes a message. This is the birth of sacred leadership and divine purpose. At the sixth stage, you choose to walk in truth no matter what cost. You embody spiritual maturity. You are no longer seeking outward approval. You are aligned with your divine authority. Your words and life reflect divine order. And at the final stage, you become a vessel of peace, love, healing, and wisdom. You're no longer striving. You are simply being. Others feel safe in your presence. You've become the answer you once searched for. These stages are not linear. They are spiral, deepen and repeat as your soul evolves. Every time you return to the page, the prayer, the practice, you return to your true self. True transformation isn't about more goals, more habits, more hustles. It's about subtracting everything that drowns the voice of the soul. Tend to the roots and the branch will grow effortlessly. Your mind is the branch, grown, polished, and Instagram ready. But your soul is the root system, drawing nourishment from buried stories, values, and trauma. Neglect the roots and no amount of branch trimming will save the tree.